Hi, I'm Wendy Patton, and I really am so excited about sharing with you my new book. It's called Rent to Sell. This is going to change the way our country does real estate transactions. It's something that I've been doing as a real estate investor for many years, rent with option to buy, lease to own, that type of strategy. But I've been doing it as an investor. Now the market has changed, and guess what? Houses aren't selling like they used to sell. Real estate agents can't sell properties. Sellers are having problems. Buyers are having problems. This is critical right now for our country.
My name is Marilee. I've been working for Wendy for about 3 weeks. The first project she gave me was to read her book to prove it. And I have to tell you, it just is about a lifesaver for me.
Here's a copy of what the title is going to look like, the book's going to look like, so you get to see this before it even is in print. You could order it right now. By the time you see this and order it, you will be able to have this shipped to you. It's going to be available very, very soon.
Wendy's book, Rent to Sell. I work here, and I also am a home seller, and I think you should read her book.
Let me tell you a little bit about Rent to Sell, why it's critical for you as a seller and also as a real estate agent. It's set up for both of you. What it's going to cover is what is an option and how options work, so you know how to do a rent to own. It's also going to cover the marketing and what kind of marketing you should do, and then how do you prepare your home. I'm sure some of the stuff that if you have listed with a real estate agent, your real estate agent has told you some of that as well. But also using a real estate agent. I'm going to cover that. If you don't have a real estate agent, when you should use a real estate agent. And if you don't have a real estate agent, I share with you how you can find a real estate agent in your area that knows how to do rent to owns, because it's really important. And if your agent doesn't know how to do it, you need to tell your agent to get a copy of this book and watch this video immediately. If you're the agent watching, you need to tell your seller to watch this video and get a copy of the book immediately. It's for both of you. This is critical. If you want that transaction to close and your house to close, we need some creative ways to do that.
It's going to save you a lot of time, a lot of hassle, and a lot of probably legal fees.
Also, I'm going to cover the paperwork. What kind of contracts are involved in a rent to own? What kind of clauses should be in there to protect you as the seller and you as the real estate agent as well? Proper negotiations. What kind of things you can negotiate as a seller? And what things you maybe shouldn't negotiate as a seller. And how to do, there's even some basic negotiation techniques in there as well. How do you pick the right buyer? How do you screen them? How do you find them? How do you market for them? I'm going to share all of that with you. And completing the transaction. How do you get your buyer to the closing table? Because this is a rent to own, so there is a rental period. But what's most important is getting that buyer to the closing table. So I share all of that with you as well. Now, if you're a real estate agent, there's a whole section for you. It's called For Real Estate Agents Only. And it's got 3 chapters in there. The first one is how to talk to your seller about a rent to own, how to explain it to them. The second chapter is the risk and benefits to a seller, what you should talk to them about, how you should share it with them. And the third one is, of course, how you're going to get paid your commission and possibly more. Got to grab a copy of this book. This book isn't just endorsed by Marilee, who you just saw. It's endorsed by RE/MAX agents, Century 21 agents, Keller Williams agents. It's endorsed by Gary Keller himself, that started Keller Williams, and all of the other big real estate companies and some small ones as well, along with some additional speakers who are very knowledgeable in real estate and real estate transactions. Pick up a copy today. You can order at my website, wendypatton.com.